Okay, so this is an unboxing of a special fragrance that I hunted high and low for. Finally got it. And breathe. It's only fragrance. But it's a big deal to us, isn't it? Hi, I'm Gabby and welcome back to another edition of the Fragrantician on this warm summer's evening. I've just got ready for bed here in my gym jams and hope I'm not coming out there, but yes. So let's get into this unboxing, shall we? Right, now you've all come to see what is Gabby gabbing on about. So this fragrance, this perfume, it took me a long time to hunt it down. I've wanted it for such a long time, and it's kind of a bit of a blind buy, but it isn't, because I had smelt it a long time ago and sampled it a long time ago. So this is the fragrance I am talking about. So I have it boxed here. It came in a FedEx package and it took just 2 days to come from Saudi Arabia, from a website, a private website, a guy that deals with vintage fragrances, some vintage fragrances, as well as watches and other things of apparel and things like that. Anyway, luxury items. So it's a fragrance from the house of Andy Tower, which you can probably see through there. So I'm going to open this. Do you like ASMR? So this is it here. And all Tower fragrances come in, or mostly in, a tin, like a metallic tin. Andy Tower, if you've not heard of Andy Tower as a brand, he is in Switzerland, and obviously I have one of his fragrances in my cabinet here, down there. It is down there, which is L'air du désert marocain, which is one of the best spicy all year round fragrances. Good for summer in the high heat, but yet good also for winter in the depth of cold. Very aromatic. A very Andy Tower signature fragrance that I got some months back. Absolutely adore. There is another one that I do want to get from him, which is called Sotto la luna tuberosa, which is under the tuberose moon, which I think sadly has been discontinued, and Noontide Petals. I do remember that one. That's been discontinued. If you love an aldehydic fragrance, but aldehyde's done well. And there is another fragrance that I do want to build up on. Une Rose Vermeille, that's been discontinued. Maybe it's La Rose Chyprée, which this is likened to. This fragrance, which is Carillon pour un ange, which means bells chiming for an angel. Chimes for an angel. It's got the ingredients on the back here. And this has been discontinued. This came out in, I think, 2010 or 2011. It's the number 11 in his range. And it's all based on Lily of the Valley. Now, Lily of the Valley is a note and a chord that has to be made up from other notes. So it's that perfumer's interpretation of the Lily of the Valley. Now, the classic Diorissimo by Dior is a Lily of the Valley Soliflor based scent that I absolutely love and I do wear. So I do love Lily of the Valley. Sometimes it can come across as shrill or quite stark and quite cold and quite austere. I smelt this a long time ago on somebody, and I had to say to that lady, "What are you wearing?" And she told me. And I wasn't really into fragrance as much. Well, I've always been into fragrance, but for some reason I let it slip by until recently when I started to think about it more and thought, I really loved that smell of that fragrance. And she gave me a tiny little sample and I sprayed a little bit on me and I really did love it. But it was a long time ago. It was about 8 or 9 years ago, easily. And it was at work. Now, according to Fragrantica, it says here the main accords are white floral, fresh, woody, green, animalic, amber, leather, and earthy. And then the notes in the top, you have the lily of the valley, you have lilac, ylang ylang, and rose. So it has all of those yellow and white florals, purple floral in there as well. Then in the heart, the middle, again you have the ylang ylang. So ylang ylang. Again you have the lily of the valley, which is that beautiful flower that you see a lot of brides that have. I think was it Meghan Markle or Kate Middleton had it in their bouquet of florals. It might have been Kate Middleton that had Lily of the Valley as one of her white florals in her bouquet. It can come across as green, and by green it means it can come across as, you can smell the leaves and the stems. You can smell that indolic floral. Anyway, you've also got in the heart, anyway, Lily of the Valley. I'm just going on. Leather and jasmine. And then in the base you have oak moss, ambergris, and woody notes. Now, ambergris is a synthetic note that is used to give it gives off a slight animalic saltiness to it with the leather. Now, leather can come across as cold and quite austere and sharp. Let's open it. So it comes in the metallic tin here, which I've taken the lid off, and I'm going to take this off out of this. I don't keep the metallic tin. Some people do, but I don't. And as you can see, Eau de Parfum Carillon pour un Ange number 11. This is a 50 ml. Now, so I can just get a tiny whiff of it. Now, on Fragrantica, it says the sillage is completely enormous and the longevity is eternal. And there are quite a lot of good reviews, but there are some not so good reviews. But it's all subjective, isn't it? Let's just spray it. So I am going to spray it on this hand. Wow. Okay. It's definitely white floral, definitely lily of the valley, definitely green, like it's vegetal as well. You have to like a green scent to love this. If you don't, and by green, it's that herbaceousness. It's that, oh wow, it's very aromatic. And it's bright. It could come across to some as quite aggressive because Lily of the Valley can be aggressive. It's strong, it's pungent, it's in your face. Do you know what? It's what I wanted when I sampled from our lovely Lizzie, Confessions of a Garden Gnome, it's how I envisaged that scent to be. And on Fragrantica, some people do say, not everybody, but it's a little bit similar to it, but I don't get any similarities in the opening whatsoever. It'll be interesting to see how it dries down in about an hour or so. I'm going to put some on me. I'm just going to let it waft up. Yeah, you can definitely smell the lily of the valley in there. But the brightness, I think, comes from the ylang ylang. And a soft, gentle bit of rose in there as well. But Lily of the Valley, it's not like Lily of the Valley from Diorissimo, which is really, really sing-songy and bright. This starts out as like a chorus of angels, but there's something dark and a little bit nefarious and not so sure. Come to me, and then it may well bite you a little bit. This is what this fragrance does to me. It's angels, yet naughty angels. Yes, it's naughty angels, aren't you? Aren't you? I talk to my fragrances like they're babies. It's strong. I can smell it. It envelops you. I've sprayed, I think, what did I spray? About 5 sprays of this, and I probably could have sprayed 3 sprays of it. That's how strong it is. It's such, all Tower bottles are the same. Now it says eau de parfum riche. Now, does that mean it's an extrait de parfum? Or it's just an eau de parfum? Oh, I'm so, I love you so much. I'm definitely getting not just the lily of the valley there, but I'm getting this slight breezy, fresh feel to it as well. Maybe that comes from the ambergris. Leather, ambergris is like an animalic almost note, and leather can sometimes go animalic. This is blended beautifully. This is real perfumery, artistry. Game over. He has done this lily of the valley note to, it just oozes. It's beautiful. I'm lost for words. I'm so lost for words. And it's discontinued. I think it was discontinued maybe because of IFRA restrictions to recreate the lily of the valley, the raw materials, the ingredients that had to go into this. It was then maybe restricted more, so it was harder to recreate. So it got shelved. It went to heaven. It smells beautiful. I can smell it all around me. It is like, it's like bells that are chiming. And it's glorious. I would wear this time of the year, but I would also wear it in the winter as well. In the autumn, especially, I would wear this as well. I'm so glad I got this. I'm so glad I finally got this. I will link the website down below where I got it from. The communication was stupendous. It took 2 days, by FedEx to get here. 2 days. And you don't need a lot of this, you really don't. Tower Carillon pour un ange. Chimes or bells for an angel by Tower. Do you know what? As I'm moving around and just, I'm getting wafts of this beautiful, the scent just envelops you. I need to do a full review on this because there is, it's darkness meets lightness. And I love that kind of perfume where you can blend all different facets and you can pick up all the different elements in the fragrance, but you can't pick out the notes. I mean, the lily of the valley is there. It's so lovely. I think lily of the valley next to tuberose and jasmine are probably my 3 top white florals that I love. Those are probably maybe 3 white florals that people hate, but I love, and perfection. So you've been watching another edition of the Fragrantician. That was a first impressions, first unboxing, first reaction to Tower Carillon pour un ange. Do you have it? Did you have it? Do you own it? Did you own it? Would you like it? Or do you not like it at all? Comment down below, because at the end of the day, fragrance is subjective and it's only our opinions that count. Until next time, I'll see you in the next video. And I'm smelling lovely. I'm smelling lovely. Oh, I'm ready for my close-up now. Till the next video, I'll see you then. Bye.